For me, there's nothing better than getting out, seeing people walking around. I'm a talkative kind of chap, as you would imagine, and I will talk to anybody at any time. And that's what I love about life. I love that interaction element. It's really, really important for me, and it's really, really important for us as human beings. And ultimately, at this moment in time, I think there is a massive void in way of social interaction. So let's get back out. Let's support all these shops. Let's do what we need to do. Let's support each other. Honestly, the world would be so much better if that was the case. Let me turn the camera around, show you a little bit more of Lord Street. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Andy Grundy. To those of you who have not been to the channel before I carry on, by the way, if you are new to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button and join the family. A big shout out to those of you who have been following me for some time. Again, it means an awful lot that you are part of the family. I'm here at Southport, the glorious seaside town of Southport. It is a beautiful, crisp winter day here in England, in Southport. The sun is shining. I can see the planes jetting off to wherever they're jetting off to. And again, as I say, a beautiful day. It is a town that really needs your attention if you've not been here for a considerable amount of time. The footfall has not been as fluid as what is needed here to, again, keep the shops open that have been affected over recent times. It has been on the TV in segments lately. Lots of the shop owners saying that they have been hit considerably in way of people coming in through their shop doors. The pier, what is right in front of me, has massively affected the footfall in way of tourism here in the town, and hopefully that will be back open soon. I do believe, again, drop me a message if I'm wrong in saying, I think it was approximately over £10 million more than what they first predicted it to be, to essentially put it back right in way of the health and safety elements. But again, that is one reason amongst a number that has really affected the town recently, or should I say over recent times. So do consider coming and giving the town a visit. It will mean an awful lot to the people of the town. Let me turn the camera around. I'll take you for a walk around the glorious seaside town of Southport.
Andy sits by the screen light glow, editing dreams, watching fans grow. He's a dreamer, camera in hand, sharing moments we're his biggest fans. Vlogs and streams late in the night, life online feels so right. Every like fuels the fire, Andy Grundy takes us higher. Andy Grundy, we're tuning in. Every post a brand new spin. Watch it all, click and play. We'll be back every single day.
Okay, so we're just walking over the bridge now here in Southport. Just look at the view. I'm going to use the word again, it's a glorious day here in Southport. The sun is shining, you can see the aeroplanes in the sky, once again jetting off to destinations afar. But who needs it when you've got, again, a beautiful seaside town that you can come and visit, like Southport. It's just lacking the warmth, isn't it, as it is anywhere here in the UK this time of the year. And the reason I'm making that point of reference is, of course, there's many of you that watch the channel that have seen me frequently over on the glorious island of Tenerife. We have frequent visitors to our home from home over there, and yes, we will be back soon. It might not be as soon as what we initially were going to go back. Got a few things on here in the UK, but we will be back over. So keep an eye on the channel those of you who watch for the Tenerife content, I will be back very soon, and I will bring you, yeah, hopefully some quality content that you enjoy watching. Just look at this. There was a segment on the news not that long ago about this actually, and I think it's one of the oldest, if not the oldest one in the UK. I may be wrong about that. If you know anything about it, and again, I'll show you what I'm talking about in a second, drop me a message down below, tell me a little bit about it. Is this the oldest one in the UK? What is it? Let me turn the camera and show you what it is. My children, Ali, Maya and JT, have most certainly been on here many times over the years. Just looking there, it's £2 a ride. Obviously it doesn't give off the full visual of what it would be like when it's in action, and in particular when it's lit up in the evening and the lights are shining. Yeah, visually it's extremely attractive. So there you go, the Herbert Silcock original carousel for all. There we go. I've had this on the actual channel before. This particular statue, Queen Victoria, as it says, 1837 to 1901. That needs addressing. I'm not overly impressed with the fact that it looks to be being crayoned in. I have done a vlog before. This was originally not placed here. It was moved from the centre of the town on Lord Street, right here towards the front line. Originally, again, check them vlogs out. I have done it before and mentioned it on the previous vlogs. Take a look at that.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
Just look at this gingerbread ninja. I was going to say gingerbread man then. The gingerbread ninja. Wow. My name is Gingerbread Ninja. This is a beautiful shop. I love looking at this. I love flowers. Is that rare for a man to like flowers? I don't mind saying I love the smell of flowers. I love the look of flowers. And this always draws me in. It's very attractive, this little shop here in Southport. How beautiful is it? Just look at that. Absolutely lovely. All the flowers. Obviously again, very Christmassy now in their appeal. Oh, look at that there. Beautiful. All the Christmas presentation.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
Anyway, we're here now in the actual town centre. A lot of your commercial shops are obviously here now. It's quite busy. It's interesting to see obviously what the footfall is like. Everybody out shopping, big smiles on people's faces. We're getting closer now. Who's doing what anyway at Christmas? Are you going anywhere special? Family visits? Anybody going abroad? Is anybody going to Tenerife? If you are, drop me a message down below, let me know. Again, I have mentioned it at the start of the vlog. I know there's many of you that will obviously follow me because of my Tenerife content. I will be back shortly, so obviously join me for that. But I've got a few things on over the festive period. Me, Mrs G, Ali, Maya and JT, we spent literally every year for many years now over in Tenerife over the festive period. And of course, we obviously enjoy our visits, our home from home over there. It's very special to us. But there does come a time where you've got to think actually the children need to also experience the festive elements that an English Christmas has. take away obviously the 20+ degree temperatures. Still very special here in the UK. But yeah, this year we do want to spend some time here in the UK and to try and enjoy some special time with families over here in the UK as well. Obviously when we go to Tenerife, they miss out on that element because more often than not we leave family behind, and we tend to spend the Christmas obviously alone as a family over on the island. So this year we're going to spend a bit of time with families here in the UK, but we will be heading back again to the glorious island of Tenerife shortly. So keep with me and you'll see that content coming out. Southport train station. Came through that many times when I was younger with my mother and father, and obviously I have a sister and a brother as well. When we were younger, we would come on the train sometimes and visit here at Southport. It always seemed like a million miles away when I was a kid. Blackpool was exactly the same. So as you get that bit older and you realise actually when you've got a vehicle, they're pretty much in touching distance, aren't they? And now, again, that's a message for everybody. These places, if you live within, for example, Lancashire, North West, north of England and so forth, even that bit further afield, they're in touching distance really because of the train links and obviously other kind of ways of getting into the actual town itself. Obviously you've got the buses and obviously the transportation that the majority of people come into the town in, which is of course your vehicle, a car and so forth. Turn the camera around. You've got lots of things going on here, all your Clarks, you've got your River Island, JD Sports, New Look, travel shops, Vodafone. You've got a noisy cleaner what keeps going up and down and looking at me recording. I think he's following me. Very, very popular Marks and Spencer's with the restaurant upstairs. Again, been in there many, many times over the years. Me and Mrs. G. And I think Mrs. G, yeah, my mother-in-law tend to go in there with the children sometimes for a snack. Valley Maya and JT. I do love Southport. I love history, as you know, and I just love the historical factors that present and represent this particular town. The buildings, yeah, listen, I mean, they need a little bit of investment, of course. Lots of towns akin to this do. However, if you were to invest in some of these buildings and then bring them back up, they will be there for future generations, and that's really, really important. Some of these buildings here within the actual town itself, you can see the British Home Stores building here now, and the entrance here as well to the arcade. Some of these, they've been here for many, many years, and they're looking, yeah, a little bit worse than were, aren't they? They need the investment. The money, for me personally, I'm going to go through here. I've been through here previously on one of the vlogs just to show you, but just look at this arcade here. You only need to look at the actual architectural structures that are here. Listen, this would have been here for many, many years. It needs investment, it needs money putting into the place, and it needs bringing back to life to preserve it for future generations, as do many of our towns. For me, it should be a government necessity to do so. It shouldn't be something that is argued. Same with the actual pier itself. It's quite dark in here, but I just want to say, at the end of the day, these kind of buildings and these structures that have been here for so long, they do need major investment. And again, it's very, very dark. I do apologise. I'm sure you can hear me, and that's the main thing. Without the investment, these buildings will not be preserved for future generations. The shops will continue to close. And with that in mind, it will massively affect everybody. The government purse should be opened continuously to support these buildings. There should be no arguments about the lack of funding, the pier and so forth that needs that investment to reopen it, to again bring the footfall back to the town and ultimately support the businesses here within the town is extremely important. Really, really important. So please, open up the purse strings, let the money flow and get back the buildings open, the pier open. It frustrates the living daylights out of me. to see a pier close at the front here now, and to put it down to funding, which, listen, it clearly is to do with funding, but it just shouldn't be an argument. It should be funded. There shouldn't be an argument. The money should be given to the actual people who need it, to put the funds into the business or the businesses, and again to get the pier back open. Get the builders back in there, or get the builders on site and working and get it open. It's got a nice Christmassy like decoration here, a bit like a Christmas tree with the star on top. I'm sure this would look nice in the evening. I'm not actually seeing it myself, but I'm sure I will when we come into the town. Again, when it's that little bit darker. And here again, you've got the building where the late Queen Elizabeth and the Duke visited when they came to the actual town many years ago. I have put a segment on the previous vlog. They stood on top here waving the people of the town, or waving at the people of the town on their visit, right on top of that balcony. But just to think that the late Queen and the Duke stood on top of the actual balcony, yeah, it's really, really interesting, isn't it? Because perhaps not a lot of people would know that.
Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?
Please do consider liking and subscribing. Really does mean an awful lot to me for you to join this growing family. I've been really taken aback recently and very, very pleased by the fact that there has been a lot more interaction in way of people leaving messages down below for me to respond back to. If you are watching and you're somebody that's kind of one of those people who watch from a distance, kind of sit on the fence a little bit, don't be shy. Say hi. Who are you? Where do you live? Part of the country, the world. What do you like about watching the channel? Drop me a message down below. Don't be shy, as I say. And I'll respond back to everybody. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera back round. This vlog's nearly finished now. I hope you've enjoyed that quick walk around here in Southport. It has only been a quick walk, but I will come, and I do come here regular. So I've said it on previous vlogs. I do need a drink now. I will start to do frequent vlogs here in Southport. Again, it is a town that I'm very passionate about, and it really doesn't need you to come in. I know I keep saying this, but listen, I'm echoing the words of the many, of the masses here in Southport. These people to come and visit the place. Really does. It's desperate in way of wanting you to come and visit, and you will enjoy your visit here, I am sure. Oh, by the way, just turn this around again. Been on a previous vlog years ago with me and JT when he was younger, and when we were just starting, or when I was just starting doing some vlogging, very much in my infancy. It is, turn the camera around. It is the memorial by Paul Curtis of Red Rum, who is obviously synonymous with Southport, Grand National winner 1973, 74 and 77. I mean, that's fantastic. I do love looking at this. And when you see the images of the owner of Red Rum riding through Southport town centre and through the back road, should we say, and then coming training here on the beach front, I just think it's absolutely fantastic, isn't it? I mean, the history, again, associated with the town. And then the bridge over the lake. I'll take you down to the actual lake now. my friends, that's it from me. Again here at the seaside town of Southport. You can see, by the way, on this clear day, Blackpool right at the far side. Again, I'm sure there's many people there today enjoying all of the festive spirit. But until the next time, my friends, take care for now from Southport. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, please. It doesn't cost you anything to do so, but it means an awful lot to me, and of course it will help the channel to grow. Take care. I'm going to get myself a drink. Much love. Till the next time.